There you go, friends. Doc South here. And, long ago, I had an antique shop. I did in Chester, New Jersey. Um, it was a couple of decades ago now. And I did okay with it. It was cool. I had that and a part time job. Things seemed to work okay. Uh, and one day I'm sitting in the standing around in the store. I don't think I had any way to sit there. And a young lady comes in. Beth was her name, and she says, "Hey, Doc, do you have gift certificates for this store?" I said, "Yeah, yeah, I sure do." And she says, "Oh God," she says, "Well, let me get one. I got a friend. I want to give a gift certificate to your store if that's okay. And then this gift certificate will be good for as if it's $25. She says that it'll be worth 25 in the store. I said, yeah, no, I'll most likely give the person a discount, so it'll be worth a little more. Sure. She says, well, that's great. She says, okay, good. And she fills it out, gives me the money, and out she goes. I didn't think much of it, but I don't know. I think it was about maybe 2 weeks later. This gorgeous young lady comes walking in with the gift certificate in her hand, and she says, "I got this from my friend Beth." She says, "Can I use this for in your store here?" I said, "Heck yeah." I said, "What's your name now?" And she said, "Well, I'm Sandy." I said, "You are? Huh." And I'm thinking, boy, is this girl a fox? Is she ever pretty? And then we got to talking and talking and talking. Sandy's doing some shopping. I said, "No, I'll give you a good deal and everything. Don't worry about that." She said, "Oh, no." She said, "That's what Beth told me." Gosh, she says, "It's a nice store." And, talking more, talking more. And she bought her stuff. She still had money on her gift certificate. I made certain of that because I wanted her coming back. And, well, one thing led to another. And I would say it was about 6, 7 months later we were getting married. Yeah, yeah. That Beth knew her stuff. She should have been a matchmaker because she did a fine job with us. Oh yeah, Beth was at the wedding. Oh, in fact, I'm not so uncertain. I think Beth might have been uh, the bride's escort. Yeah, I think ah, maid of honor. Yeah, I think she was. Anyway, bless her heart. And Sandy and I have been married ever since, and generally in the antique business, one way or another, into antiques. Now I work at a supermarket and I work as a DJ. Sandy does most of the uh, pretty much has commandeered the antique business, and she's good at it. And like I said today, 4 in the morning out the door to these various flea markets just as they're opening, and she gets the stuff that they've brought in as they're unpacking. She's looking, flashlight in hand, and you'd be surprised. She'll fill her van with stuff, and then she spends the rest of the week cleaning it up, getting it all ready, and she puts it in her booth at Slatington Antique Center. And I guess every so often she gets a check from them that gives her more money, and now and then she'll sell it. She'll just sell it on the open market to people too sometimes, if she gets a chance. And that keeps her going. It's absolutely her favorite thing to do. You'll see her, I swear, all day long, just scrubbing and cleaning at this antique or that. If it needs a little repair, she's doing the repair. It's absolutely gut wrenching, amazing. So much fun to see her doing this stuff. It really is. It really is. And I just let her do her business because she doesn't need my advice. She's going just fine like she is. And bless her heart. God, great wife. Good cook, too. Oh, yeah. And a real sweetie. I can't complain. Not at all. And now she can probably complain about me, but that's what wives do. Yeah. But I'm busy being a DJ, and working at that supermarket, uh, and that I work for, the Acme up in Blairstown, and that keeps me busy too. So no problem. We pass like ships in the night sometimes. Boy, she'll be sound asleep when I get back from a gig, or I'll be sound asleep when she heads out the door to get her stuff at a flea market in the pre-dawn hours. But I know she's there, and I love her, and she loves me. It's a really good combo. And she's a very good mother to my kids, even though she's roughly their age. Sandy's a bit younger than I am, but so she's not too far. I'd say she might be 10 years older than 10, maybe 15 years older than my daughter Sunshine, and roughly about the same with my son Burgess. So they're all kind of they're all birds of a feather. Good family. Love them all to death. Anyway, I'll see you later. I got to get cooking here and get myself up to the Acme. They're going to be looking for me, I think. Catch you later. God bless. Bye now.